Hi everybody!
Hello.
Welcome to Super Breakfast Friends Club, where I wanted to watch Sonic X this week, but Mel said no.
I put my foot down hard.
We have to watch Street Fighter again.
Yeah, Mike was trying to hurt me and I said, no, if I go down, I'm taking you with me.
Play the theme song!
Colonel William Guile, one of the greatest martial artists in the world, travels the global tournament circuit, using it to conceal his top-secret mission as leader of an elite group of international crime fighters known only by their code name, Street Fighter. The heroic man-beast, Blanka, hard-kicking fighting machine, Chun-Li. A team of the most amazing warriors ever seen have joined forces with Guile to combat the criminal empire of Cthulhu and its superhuman leader, Bison. They have their own code of honor, discipline, justice, commitment, and together they will triumph against the forces of evil. Street Fighter!
First of all, I really, every time I see it, I'm taken aback by how out of place Guile looks in his own show.
Yeah.
Like, every group shot they have, he's just kind of hanging out like a normal guy in the middle, while all the other characters are doing flips behind him, and it looks like he doesn't know what to do with himself.
Right. There's a giant green man, there's two guys in gi, and then there's just this random guy.
It's the shot at the end where he just sort of like awkwardly runs his hand through his hair, where he's just like, "Can someone give me some direction? What should I do?" I feel awkward in front of the camera.
There's one, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm thinking of the same scene, but there's one scene, I don't know why, just the way that Guile is positioned, it looks like he has melted mozzarella on top of his head.
He always looks like that. When you see his hair from the top, it's a different color. The top of his hair is a different color from the rest of his head.
I guess I just never really took it in until today, but I was like, why does it look like they just melted cheese on top of him?
Yeah.
Because it's a different color and it's completely textureless.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. There's no detailing, because on the sides there's lines.
Yeah.
So you can tell it's hair. But on the top, it's just completely featureless.
It's just cheese.
I wonder if they just like didn't think to draw the top of his head on the model sheets, so they just had no idea what to do up there.
Right. We're never gonna see him from this angle.
This episode is called Getting to Guile, and it's written by Mark Onspa. I don't know if that's how that's pronounced, but that's what I'm going with.
Okay.
This is the only episode of this show he wrote. He also wrote one episode of the X-Men cartoon, the 90s one, and he wrote one episode of something called Nightman, which I've never heard of.
Fighter of the Day Man?
I mean, that's what I was thinking. And he also wrote two horror things. One is called Flight of the Living Dead, and one is called The Haunting of Katie Malone.
Those both sound like straight to Tubi trash.
Straight off Tubi. This aired on November 4th, 1995. So long ago. We're close to an anniversary of it. Wait! Oh, by pure coincidence, we've watched this very close to its 30th anniversary.
I felt it in my bones. That's why it called to me.
This episode is the most batshit insane episode we've watched of this show. And this show has a lot of batshit insane episodes.
You know, this episode started off and I was like pleasantly surprised because I thought it was going in a direction where like it actually shows the emotional toll of Guile's job saving the world time and time again. No. I was like, that's a surprisingly deep topic to explore in this show. It didn't.
Yeah. So you thought that the nightmares he was having was like PTSD?
The first one, yeah. Once the second one started, I started getting a little confused.
You didn't realize that actually M. Bison had him strapped into a nightmare machine?
Into the torment nexus? Because, like, the first nightmare he has is pretty realistic. It's just, like, he's doing his job and it's going really badly for him. And then the second one, his boss turns into a werewolf.
Yeah. Okay.
Bison is his friend.
So let's try to unpack these nightmares as much as is possible. So the first nightmare, I think they might all just be one nightmare, actually. I don't really understand what happened.
No.
He shows up to rescue some hostages from some soldiers. He's running around just slapping the guns out of people's hands.
Yeah, no violence.
It's really funny. Then one of the soldiers turns into M. Bison, who starts teleporting around the room. And then he asks him what time it is. And Guile, for some reason, tries to tell him. he looks at his watch. He's like, well,
the numbers melt.
We're supposed to be fighting here, but he wants to know what time it is, so I've got to be polite.
It's like they weren't quite sure how to convey it was a dream, except to have, like, melting numbers and weird things happening.
Yeah, so he looks at his watch and it melts off of his wrist. Then the hostages start glowing and screaming. And then, like, one lady's, what's it called? Like her mouth blindfold?
Mouth blindfold?
Yeah, what is
gag?
it? Her gag? That doesn't feel right. It's a mouth blindfold.
You are just on a roll for making up the dumbest words for existing things.
Like what?
Your stabbing gun?
Oh, my stabbing gun. I couldn't think of the word for knife.
You couldn't even go with stabber or stabative. It's a gun that stabs.
I had a gun and I had a stabbing gun. I don't know. I didn't know how else to differentiate
a stabbing
them.
gun's like a bayonet.
Well, it was a knife for me.
It was neither of those things.
Anyway, so her mouth blindfold flies off and it like starts attacking Guile, like strangling him.
It mouth blindfolds him.
It does. And then the hostages turn into smoke and float away. And then Guile wakes up in bed.
Nippleless and angry.
He is nippleless. Is it Link or is it Mario that doesn't have nipples? It's one of them.
It's Link. It's Link. I
It's
think
Link.
we've seen Mario's nipples.
Yes. In Mario Odyssey, we see his nipples,
Yeah.
I believe.
When he's in a swimsuit, we finally get to see his nipples.
Finally.
We've been asking for decades.
I wonder if we've seen Eggman's nipples.
Why would we?
Well, he's been in a swimsuit a few times.
I feel like you would remember if you had seen his nipples.
I don't know if
I
I
feel
would.
like you would have it on your wall.
I don't know if I would. I only know that we've seen Mario's nipples because people made such a big deal about it. I didn't notice when I played. I'm not a big nipple noticer.
Nipple noticer. Dr. Eggman nipples.
Don't look that up. That's all.
Too late, I've done it.
Uh,
He does. He has little nipples.
oh, what is it in? Is it 3D?
Yeah, it's one of the
The Olympic Games?
Olympic Games, yeah.
Okay. All right.
They all have nipples.
Even Wario?
Wario, Luigi.
Well, that's nice of them.
That is nice.
Anyway, so now Guile, we think, has woken up from his dream, but things don't get any more normal. Guile is meeting with his boss, Escher, after waking up from his dream. But then what happens? Bison shows up in the doorway and is like, "Don't trust him!" And then he turns into a wolf man.
And Escher's like, "Don't listen to your friend Bison." I was like, "Friend? What?"
Don't listen to your best friend Bison. I'm a wolf now.
That's before I realized he was saddled into the Torment Nexus.
Yeah, he also, like, turns into a wolf for no real reason because the only thing he does as a wolf is fire him.
But it's scarier when you're fired by a werewolf.
That's true.
He does launch some kind of, like, energy rope that keeps him tied up while he gets fired.
Yeah, but he's not, like, gouging his eyes out with his wolf claws or anything.
No, he's not.
He just says, "You're fired!"
Street fighters have no more use for you, Colonel Guile.
As a wolf.
I was thinking about it. So yeah, it's revealed that Guile is in some kind of machine that's giving him bad dreams at Bison's house or whatever.
Bad Dreams at Bison's house is like a kid's book.
This, of all the shows we've watched, this might be the worst animated one of all.
It's not good.
It's really bad, in fact. Like,
one could say that.
in some scenes, I really struggle to understand what's happening. Like, the frame rate is so low
Yeah.
that it can be really hard to follow the action sometimes. Like, I'm used
Well,
to...
they spent all that time drawing all those big beefy muscles, and now they have to animate them.
I also love... I know I noticed this last time we watched it, but I love how they try really hard not to have to animate anything. Like, they will have characters deliver their entire line off screen and then walk into camera just as they're done talking.
I'm sorry, are you referring to the scene where we spend like a minute watching E. Honda's crackly ass computer screen while somebody talks?
It happens a lot. And then the shot right after that one, we just look at E. Honda while Blanka talks off screen, and then Blanka walks into frame when he's done talking. Yeah, they like to keep characters out of shot while they're talking a lot, which is kind of not what you're supposed to do, really.
It's good animation. It's good cartoon.
Anyway, Chun-Li is fighting some dude. We really don't get any clarification on what this was about. She wins the fight. It turns out it was part of some kind of deal she was making with a criminal called Fadil.
If they don't come back to that B plot at some point, I'm gonna be so angry, because this entire episode, the B plot is like everybody is trying to do something with or for this guy, and it never gets touched on beyond just kind of acknowledging it.
Yeah, Fadil is like, you beat my best guy. I'll give you the information you want. Meet me at your hotel room later. And then we see her waiting at her hotel room, but she gets a message about being a street fighter and she has to leave and miss her appointment. I'm assuming, because of the message that fell out of it, that the book she found in the hotel room was probably called Discipline, but we're never told or shown that.
No, it's not exactly important. What I think we need to be told and shown is how the Street Fighters have all these secret rooms in these random ass buildings. These businesses.
The message inside the book says, come in and enjoy this book's companion books, Justice and Commitment. And as they keep telling us, the motto of the Street Fighters is Discipline, Justice, and Commitment.
Whoa.
And it's really ironic that the Street Fighters are reminding her about her commitment to commitment by making her break her commitment with Fadil.
They don't know about that. That's secret Chun-Li business.
Yeah, but she should just be like, sorry, I couldn't come in. I had a commitment.
Her commitment, first and foremost, is to the Street Fighters.
Yeah, I guess so. So yeah, she goes to the Street Fighter building where she pulls...
The Street Fighters public library.
It's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, the Street Fighters public library. She pulls books called Justice and Commitment to open a secret passage. And I want to talk about the other books on the shelf. I made a list.
Okay.
The other books on the shelf are titled Open, Cold, 10, A, and my personal favorite, Casiso. So Casiso is actually commitment. When she lets go of it, the word commitment.
I noticed that. I was like, what in the world?
Yeah, she lets go of the book and the word commitment turns into the word Casiso. And the word justice just disappears. That book turns blank.
Right, all the other book spines just go blank, but they decided to shorten commitment into pure nonsense.
It's definitely because these were in-betweens drawn by a studio that don't speak English. That's probably where Open, Cold, 10, and A came from as well.
What are you talking about? That's my favorite high fantasy series.
Which one?
No, they're all part of a series.
Oh, right.
The series it's the Casiso series.
Oh, okay, I didn't know. Game of
Open is book
Casisos.
1. And then there's Cold and A.
Yeah, they really gave up when they got to A, in my opinion. So Chun-Li is confused because Escher doesn't usually call her. He usually calls Guile, and then Chun-Li has to get her messages secondhand from him.
He usually calls Guile, and then Guile has to go find Chun-Li and drag her along because she's never excited to do it. She's always doing something else.
Everyone's always doing something else. He calls Guile, and then Guile is like, which Street Fighters will I choose from my trading cards today?
Which Street Fighter will I burden with responsibility?
I hope it's not Ken and Ryu again.
I hate those guys.
He really hates those guys.
He does, and those guys don't seem to really want to be a part of the Street Fighters either.
No, well, none of them have ever bothered learning how to say Ryu's name, so he's probably not too happy.
Yeah.
Even his best friend doesn't know how to pronounce it.
His best friend sucks. I hate this Ken. He's the worst.
I guess it's Ken. Ken's the real problem.
Yeah.
Escher tells Chun-Li that Guile has been captured by Bison, and then DJ arrives from, like, a waiting door at the side of the room.
He's just in the waiting room off to the side.
The room beyond the door doesn't look textured.
It looks like the X-Men Panic Room before they,
It does.
actually put anything in it.
I was thinking it looks like temporary source textures.
Right, like when they made that weird moon map in Team Fortress where you have to fight the robots.
Yeah, or like when you see early development pictures from Portal. That's what it looks like in there. They haven't they haven't put the textures in yet. DJ is played by Paul Dobson, who has many, many credits, but mostly for small roles in like pretty much every animated show that's ever been made in Canada.
Good for him.
I know him best as Matrix in Reboot. And it seems like his most recurring role is Master Wu in Ninjago. That's a Lego show.
Yeah, I know what Ninjago is.
DJ's voice feels problematic to me.
Guile and I just finished a match in Algiers, man.
Just gonna say it.
Okay, is the voice actor himself black?
Of course not. Don't be ridiculous.
Yeah. I don't know.
It was 1995.
Like, they weren't quite casting Asians to play Asian roles yet, but sometimes they cast black people to play black roles.
Well, not this time. DJ first appeared in Super Street Fighter 2, which was the same version that introduced Cammy. But for some reason, I remember Cammy really well, and I don't remember DJ at all.
Gee, I wonder why pop culture would remember Cammy over DJ.
All right. I was talking about me specifically, but also, yeah.
Gee, I wonder why Mike would remember Cammy over DJ.
Because Super Street Fighter 2 was the one I played. I looked up like how to easily tell the difference. And Super Street Fighter 2 is the one that opens with Ryu throwing a Hadouken right at the camera. And that's the one that they had at the swimming pool when I was a kid. So that's the one I play. DJ was the first Street Fighter character to be designed by an American.
Oh.
He was designed by James Goddard, who based him on Billy Blanks' character in The King of the Kickboxers.
I don't know what that is.
Me neither! Do you know why the side of DJ's pants say maximum?
For maximum damage?
This is the one piece of DJ trivia I did know. It's because all the letters in the word maximum are symmetrical, so when they flip his sprite for him to face left, you can still read it.
Oh.
It's pretty clever.
That's interesting, yeah.
So DJ tells the story of how he and Guile were ambushed by a bunch of crates.
There were guys behind those crates.
We don't know that. The guys show up once all the crates have fallen.
Well, it's a crime of opportunity.
The animation in this show is so bad, I just kept scream laughing at every action scene. It was like, I'm talking about how bad it is, but it's so bad it was hilarious.
It's real bad. They have Zangief, and all he does is pick up Guile.
No, he tries to undress him.
What?
He's trying to undress him. You look at that. When he first grabs Guile, he's trying to undress him. 100%. I'm not making it up.
Hold up. Okay, yeah, he is grabbing on his tank top strap.
And he's pulling on it. He's trying to undress him.
Yeah, that's... I don't know what else that would accomplish, except taking one's shirt off.
He's being quite gentle with him. He's just trying to undress him.
Because they didn't want to animate him. They gotta move all those muscles.
Guile's like, no, Zangief.
Not here!
Also, Zangief is so much bigger than Guile. I don't think
I
he's...
feel like that's canon.
Is it? I don't know.
I have no idea, but Zangief's huge.
He is pretty huge, I guess. He's also not a villain in the games, right?
I have no idea.
Everybody... I remember when Wreck-It Ralph came out, that was the complaint that Street Fighter fans had, was that Zangief was at the bad guy meeting when he's not a bad guy. I was laughing so hard at, like, the way the crates fell, and the way Guile just, like, tackles them out of the air. And the way Bison just floats around this whole scene.
That's all he does, like, this whole episode.
I know, but it's
just floats
especially
around.
funny in this scene, the way he's moving around. Also, I laughed at...
How can I ever make it up to you? Fall off a cliff.
Just something about the way Guile delivered that line really got me.
This made me laugh so hard, because there's just boxes falling behind this still face.
Also, so Bison zaps Guile and just kind of like turns him off. Like an appliance.
Yeah, we all know that M. Bison is famous for his brain waves.
Yeah.
He's control people, like he does.
I guess he does do that. But he just switches him off.
Yeah.
You just see the light go out in his eyes.
Yeah.
Zangief throws him over his shoulder and carries him away. And then he turns off DJ too. And the zoom in on DJ's frozen face.
Horrible.
I laughed again. I screamed. It was so good. But that's not even the biggest laugh I got out of this.
Yeah.
So Asher is worried that Guile is going to give up all the Street Fighter secrets. That's his big concern.
I thought that was so funny. I was like, is he sending them to go kill Guile?
Yeah, he knows too much. Maybe they would. Maybe if he had been brainwashed, they would have had to kill him.
Maybe.
Now we're going to go over to Ken and Ryu, or Ryu as this show calls him.
I don't call him that.
They've been caught stealing a treasure map, and they have to fight a bunch of thugs. And this was the biggest laugh I got of the whole show.
Okay.
When they use the Tatsumaki Senpu Kyak, and they just slowly float up to people with one leg extended, and then slowly spin around when they reach them. It's the most non-threatening attack I've ever seen in my life, and it's so funny.
Yeah.
It's so funny. And
It's pretty funny.
there's even like a weird hovering noise that plays while they're doing it.
Yeah, because they're not in constant motion. They're gently hovering over.
It's just supposed to be a spinning kick, guys. It's not a supernatural floating move.
Mike, have you ever tried to animate a spinning kick?
Yeah, they did it for the game. Way more convincingly than this.
It's just a different team.
It was a different team. They should have just...
They have to animate it at different angles. It's too much, Mike.
I don't think they even did do it at different angles. I think it's the same angles. They should have just traced it from the sprites.
That's how we end up with things like Frog Mega Man.
You love Frog Mega Man.
I do love Frog Mega Man, but that's not the point.
Oh yeah, we left Captain N on a cliffhanger. I just remembered that.
I thought about that after we had already watched Street Fighter. I was like, dang, I should have said Captain N.
Remember we talked about just doing the next episode straight away, but then we did something else? And then we never went back to Captain N.
We'll never know. Didn't they get sucked into like a hell dimension?
I think they were heading to Mega Man World.
That's a hell dimension.
Yeah, pretty much.
I've played Mega's Man.
I love the whole time they're fighting these thugs. All the thugs have got pistols, and every time they drop them, they pick them back up. But only one of them ever thinks to fire it.
Yeah, they defeated the gun. You can't fire it after it's been defeated. It has 0 hit points.
Luckily, as soon as one of the thugs fires his slow-moving laser pistol, Chun-Li and DJ show up to help them and ask them for help. And then Blanka shows up in like an ill-fitting suit.
I loved it.
So that he can offer to help too. And DJ asks him how he found them in this alley. And Chun-Li's just like, never mind that. And I'm like, no, I mind that. I would love to know.
How did you know that these random guys were in the exact same place as you, just an alley over? They're chipped. I think they're chipped.
Who, though?
Quite frankly, everybody.
I think Ken and Ryu are chipped.
For sure them. Especially after all that jungle business.
Yeah, I think Guile wanted to know where they were at all times so he could make sure he was anywhere else.
Well, like this whole episode, Blanka's like, I sense that somebody's near. I think it's just the microchip.
He's just using
He's
Find My
play
Phone.
It off. They've got air tags sewn into their clothes.
Meanwhile, Guile is dreaming about getting beaten up in school.
What a wiener. What a loser.
Bison and his scientist, whose name I didn't even care about. This scientist, like, is nobody. They talk about him a little bit, but he's nobody.
Right. He exists just to have an excuse for this torment nexus, but we don't need that.
We don't need that. This scientist's entire role could have been fulfilled by a big lever that Bison pulls.
All they have to do is be like, oh, Bison's also been working on this nightmare machine.
Yeah, because they're like trying to explain why Bison would have a nightmare machine, but at the same time, Bison's like, I've been making mutants in my spare time. Here they are.
You know those biological abominations I've been working on for no explainable reason?
He actually does say something like that, doesn't he, at one point?
Yes.
Just for no
Like,
reason.
he's trying to threaten the doctor. He wants the doctor to produce results. So he's like, you know those horrible mutants I've been working on? Do you want to be one of them? It's like, oh, so we're not questioning the horrible mutants, but we need an entire backstory for the Torment Nexus.
They're looking for a painful memory of Giles. I think we see his dad at one point. It's like doing
I think so.
martial arts.
It's a man that looks like Guile.
Yeah, like bigger Guile.
Yeah.
And Guile's already pretty big. And then we
Do you
see
think his dad's name is Beguile?
Billiam Guile. We see him giving flowers to Cindy when he was in the army. Remember Cindy?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Well, I mean, I drew that beautiful picture of Guile. That was from that episode, right?
Oh, yeah. I forgot that they made Cindy canon, but she's like not Giles' love interest because he has always had a wife in the canon. And it's not Cindy.
Weird for them to go with this, but whatever.
Yeah, we see a whole montage of Guile and Cindy's relationship. And then we see her...
From beginning to end.
From beginning to end, we see her moving out as he holds the letter about his court-martial. And this letter is barely readable, by the way.
Yeah.
We're clearly supposed to know that it's about his court-martial because they wrote the whole thing out. But I paused it and I zoomed in, and it's still really hard to read because it's shown sideways only, and it's written in this horrible chicken scratch handwriting. And it seems to be addressed to William M. Guilt.
Guilt!
I swear it says Guilt. Have a look at it.
It does look like Guilt, but I could see it either way. But, like, I took away U.S. military official notice, and then I was like, oh, okay, I remember now. I didn't have to read the whole thing, but it's really hard to know what's going on.
Yeah. I also love that about halfway through they gave up writing it and just filled the rest of the page with ditto marks.
Yeah. I also love that she's leaving him over this.
I
Like, I
know.
don't quite understand.
I feel like we need more information. Is she just like, oh, you've been court-martialed. I could never be with a court-martialed man.
Right. Because, like, I read U.S. military, and I was like, oh, that's right. All that crap happened. But then when she was leaving, I was like, wait. Am I sure this isn't like his summons to the Street Fighters or something and he just can't live a normal civilian life like that?
Well,
but no, she just leaves him because he's court-martialed.
Didn't they say something about his court-martial being a front for him joining the Street Fighters or something?
I don't remember. If that's the case, then I guess it does make sense because he's like, I'm joining the Street Fighters. We can't do this anymore, Cindy. I'm married to justice.
Well, he never
commitment.
he never told her, right? Because when we saw them together in the first episode, she was like, "Why can't we be together?" And he was like, "You can never know that I really love you."
I don't remember.
Something.
How do you remember all this stuff about Street Fighter, the cartoon?
I don't know. It just came back to me. Remember that pig? Remember they were chasing a pig in the jungle?
Of course I remember they were chasing a pig in the jungle. That's all I remember about this show.
Anyway, the team go to E. Honda for info. He's apparently a computer guy in this.
I love it. I love that he's the guy in the chair.
I'm pretty sure in the games he is just a sumo who can cook. I think that's his whole thing.
Yeah, but now he can also hack.
Yeah, he's the hacker. It's so weird. Although, he does just seem to be looking at modern art on his laptop the whole time.
Yeah. There aren't even words on the screen.
Yeah.
It's just like an animated GIF that we're watching.
Of just shapes and colors.
He's talking about hacking, like he's actually doing something.
Yeah,
but
he's not letting any of them look at his screen. He's like, oh, I'm hacking
Right.
so hard. But actually, he just like read in a magazine where Bison was earlier.
But then what melts his laptop? He downloads a virus that melts his entire laptop.
He's just had it plugged in too long. E. Honda is played by Paul Dobson again. Not Asian either, so, you know, whatever. 1995, whatever. Honda tells them that a lot of high-tech equipment is being shipped to a doctor who did controversial... What?
His laptop is just plugged into that singular old-timey printer that prints out, like, the directions to the secret island.
Yeah. And doesn't it print it after it melts?
It sure does.
Yeah, he's managed to hack some kind of database and found out that there's tons of high-tech equipment being shipped to some doctor who did a bunch of controversial work with the human brain and killed a bunch of his patients. And he found a database called Fallen Eagle in the doctor's files. And Blanka's like, oh, that's obviously Guile. He's a fallen eagle if ever I've heard of one. And yeah.
This could be literally nothing else. Except we know if it was a real secret code name, it would be something like codename Jungle Pig. Totally unrelated to anything.
Mozzarella head.
No, they would know. That would give it away. Faster than Fallen Eagle.
Guile looks like one of those peelable cheese strings.
Yeah, he does.
Anyway, so the laptop explodes, but Honda gives them the coordinates to the Doctor Island. Guile is dreaming that Cindy is leaving him for a shadow man who looks to be him, but in silhouette.
It's just Shadow Guile.
Yeah.
He just has to defeat Shadow Guile in the water temple.
And then all the Street Fighters in this episode gather to point at him and call him a traitor.
They also gather to grow real big.
Yeah, and start shoving him around.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
I think Guile is gonna walk out of this nightmare machine with a humiliation and giantess fetish.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
That's what they're implanting in him. Like, he beats the programming.
Well, I mean, only
where
one of them
he
was a
thinks the Street
giantess.
Fighters. Yeah, the others were just giants.
Yeah. Chun-Li was the only woman in his fantasy.
No, Cindy.
Oh, Cindy wasn't shoving him around, though. I guess
No, but she did grow real big.
she did grow real big right before she left. You're right. I didn't understand why.
To implant the fetishes in Guile.
Though I did understand that more than I understood what happened next. Because Bison shows up to help him, and he convinces Guile they're friends, and then they go into this, like, nice neighborhood suburban house together, and then the house, like...
And it turns into a Dracula?
It, like, explodes and turns into a monster. And then we just never see it again.
We never see it again, but when we come back to Guile, his friends are like zombies rising out of the ground and he's beating them up. So I think everything just turns into Draculas and zombies.
During this whole nightmare, it's playing an electronic version of Toccata and Fugue in D minor.
The Dracula song.
And, it wasn't bad. I kind of enjoyed it.
Cindy! Cindy!
Traitor! You traitor!
Traitor! No, that's not true!
Your woman Cindy be better off without you, man!
No!
Yeah, meanwhile, as the evil street fighters are erupting from the floor in Guile's dream, Cammy is flying the team to the island. She's the only street fighter in this episode who wasn't included in Guile's dream, so I guess he doesn't care about her. Oh, I guess Honda wasn't in it either.
Yeah, they're the only real, true friends of Guile.
Yeah, Cammy and Honda don't really care about him. Not enough to go help, anyway. They're like, listen, we'll do you a favor, but don't really want to get my hands dirty on this one.
I've been told that he has not been programmed to hate me, so I'm just gonna stay out of this one.
Well, Cammy isn't Cammy like a clone of Bison? Isn't that her backstory?
Yeah.
So maybe Bison's like, we don't need to make him hate Cammy. I'm still hoping she'll rejoin my side. And Honda's chill. I eat at his restaurant.
Yeah.
I use his bathhouse.
Yeah. I'd hang out with Honda.
While they're on the plane, Chun-Li trips Ken for doing a sexual harassment on her. And everyone just laughs for a while.
Well, if we have to follow a boss, at least this one's easier on the eyes than Guile.
Everyone laughs in that really canned cartoon way. It's so stupid.
Yeah, they just needed to fill up some time. Bison is showing his buddy Guile his life-size Street Fighter action figures. And Guile just starts smashing them all, unprompted.
So part of in the last scene that confused me so much is like Ken and Ryu are talking about the treasure map that they stole from the guy that they have in common with Chun-Li. And so like I thought she was connecting the dots, but instead she's just tripping him for fun.
Oh, what? They stole it from El Fadil?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
or like
even...
they were going to sell it to like it's something like they stole it first and then they were going to sell it to him or
I
don't know.
Take
He's
that
involved.
I'd forgotten all about El Fadil by this point.
That's why I'm so confused because 3 characters are involved in this B plot and we just don't touch it anymore.
Yeah, it's done. Well, maybe the next episode will deal with El Fadil.
Maybe.
Do you think this show has any serialization? I don't.
I don't. I don't. That's why I'm so confused.
Yeah, Guile is breaking the life-size Street Fighter action figures. Meanwhile...
Yeah, like, how much money would it have cost to construct those just to have Guile smash them? Like, that's their sole purpose.
No, he didn't say anything about smashing them. I don't think Bison was ready for that. I think he was just like, look at these that I bought. And then...
But he was very satisfied with the results.
Well, he's not whatnot, I guess.
I mean, he closes the door and locks him in there with him.
Yeah, because he's like, Jesus Christ, I won't show him the others. I'm not going to show him
but
life-size E-Honda.
He shows life-size Chun-Li.
Well, he shows the real life-size Street Fighters show up.
Yeah, after he's already smashed all the robots.
And were they robots? They weren't moving. They were just standing there.
No, they're robots. Like, he kicks off Blanka's arm and he starts getting all electric-y because he's a robot.
Oh, does he? But he didn't move. Because that was the thing that struck me about them, is that they all just stand there and take it.
Oh, they're not fighting robots, but they are robots.
They're standing around robots.
Yeah.
All they're programmed to do is greet you as you approach the store.
Yeah. They're no different than a wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man.
Except for the flailing and arm waving part. Because they don't do that.
Well, that's because Blanka got his arm punched off, and I would rather you not make fun of him for that.
Is that electric coming from Blanka, or is it coming from Guile?
It's coming from Blanka.
That might be Guile's own punching powers.
It's not.
Okay.
No, because then there's this.
Okay.
They're robots.
Okay, if you say so.
How are you gonna contest that? That is a robot.
I'm contesting it with my mouth.
Well, then you're dumb. Your mouth is dumb.
Fine. Anyway, Bison traps all the real Street Fighters in little rooms, and Ken and Ryu and DJ and Blanka fight a bunch of baby Cthulhus.
Yeah, some abominations that he just had lying around.
And Chun-Li fights Guile, the real Guile, on her own. Although for some reason, in the room that DJ and Blanka are locked in, Chun-Li is also in the background doing a sexy pose.
Yeah.
Just noticed that.
Maybe it's like a, what are those things called? A fat head on the wall of Chun-Li.
Maybe. She's clearly not supposed to be in this room. The best explanation I could have is that was the Chun-Li robot, but that should be in the room with Guile.
I think we just, don't see that room get cut off. We see it cut off on one end, but we don't see Chun-Li separated from DJ and Blanka.
What do you mean?
I mean, we see the walls coming down around them, and we see Ken and Ryu get separated, but we don't see... Hold on, I'm watching it now. I've confused myself.
Well, they have to punch through a wall to get to her, so that they are in a different room than her.
As we later learn, yes, but when they're first separated, the three of them are together.
Oh.
And then Chun-Li steps through a door without them. So she moves on ahead somehow, leaving DJ and Blanka.
But hasn't that already happened before we see DJ and Blanka? Because she's in a room with Guile already.
Okay, let me see.
We see her fighting Guile before we see her in the room with DJ and Blanka.
Oh, okay. You're right. Yeah, that's just... I was confused about the timeline, but you are 100% correct.
Yeah, she's just there for some reason. Not fighting, just sort of reclining.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Just for a second, then never again.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Okay, no. It cuts to Chun-Li after we see Blanka and DJ fighting, but then she's in the room with Guile.
Yeah. Yeah. And she's already been in the room with Guile in shots before that, too, so...
Yes, she has.
So I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking.
They weren't. I don't think they understood the timeline of events yet.
I don't think...
Because, we don't see how she gets separated from them. She just walks ahead through a magic door.
Well, I just assumed that doors closed down, sealing them into 3 groups.
This looked more like she entered a door than was sealed in a room.
She's also... It's implied that she's in the furthest away one from DJ and Blanka because they break through to Ken and Ryu first, and then they break through to her.
Right.
But that doesn't make any sense.
No.
Me. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know what happened.
I don't think they do either.
No, me neither. So they break into the room just in time to see Chun-Li defeat Guile by repeating his Winter Soldier brainwashing code words to him.
Discipline, justice, commitment. Discipline, justice, commitment.
Discipline? No!
That's how you break every brainwash.
No, I think this was activating a previous brainwash.
Oh, the Street Fighter brainwash.
Yeah, the Street Fighter brainwash.
It is stronger than the M. Bison brainwash.
Well, you just have to know the code words to activate him.
Okay,
and then
so he has different modes that you can shuffle through.
And then he'll just do whatever your bidding is once you've
Right.
once you've activated the discipline, justice, commitment routine.
Okay. What other modes do you think he's programmed with? Do you think he has like a strobe effect?
How would that work?
I don't know. He's a lightning man. Maybe he just flashes.
You think his eyes just flicker?
Yeah.
I hope so. I think his eyes and mouth. He just opens his eyes and mouth and they just strobe.
Yeah.
That's great.
And like a dimmer function.
Oh yeah. Clap on, clap off.
Yeah.
That's what Bison did earlier.
He just clapped off.
He just turned him off.
Yeah.
Sleep mode.
They put way too many combating programs in that man. He will never recover. He will never live a full life.
So Bison sets the building to self-destruct. Everybody runs. Bison flies away in a jet. Then Cammy comes to pick everybody else up. And it's winding down, but it ended so abruptly.
It sure did.
Hey, Guile! Before you start bawling, how about buying us some dinner?
Remind me, they're not family, right?
He's like, remind me, I hate those guys, right?
Hey, I don't have to care about that guy, right? In particular. The red one.
The white key is okay, but that other guy.
Just throws him off the plane. That's the end. We witnessed
That's
it.
the end. We sure did.
It was really bad, but I laughed a lot.
It was really bad, but I didn't find it as hard to get through as some of the other episodes because it was so unhinged.
This is by far the most insane episode of this show. And I kind of want to like watch it in the Discord with everybody, to be honest.
Why this episode in particular?
Because I laughed so much. I couldn't stop laughing at, like, every time there was an action sequence, every shot I was laughing like more. Every shot was an escalation of the like absolute insanity of this show. And I don't think it's ever going to be like that again because so much of it was the fact that it was all these unhinged dream sequences.
Yeah, all the other episodes are going to be serious again.
Yeah, like it felt like somebody was like, it felt like the script was just like, I don't know, some nightmare shit happens. And then the animators had to make stuff up. And this is the stuff they came up with. And it's nuts. And they like didn't
Asher
consult
turns into
anybody.
a werewolf and werewolf fires him.
My favorite, I think, was the nice suburban house that explodes into a wild...
A Dracula?
Was it a Dracula specifically? It looked like
I
some
think
kind
it's
of...
a Dracula.
It looked like some kind of demon to me.
It looks like a vampire, like a crusty, dusty kind of vampire.
Yeah, it's all made out of house pieces. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Crusty, dusty Dracula.
It's got like a... Yeah, it's like a bat nose. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see it. But they didn't do anything with it. It looks like there's a staircase going up into its throat.
Yeah, that's where the zombies of his friends live.
Well, he didn't have to climb that staircase. He just walked in when it was a nice house.
Yeah, the staircase appeared behind him. I also love that Blanka doesn't look like a zombie because he's already green. And we have to glean from Chun-Li that they're monsters.
I didn't even... Because you only see them for a moment.
Yeah.
I didn't even take in that they were zombies. That was your thing.
It's true.
You're the one who noticed that.
Oh, I could smell a zombie from a mile away. Hold on, did I get that? No, I didn't, but I'm going to send you the screenshot anyway.
Oh, yeah. Green skin Chun-Li.
Like, I'm trying to get her face, but it's only on screen for like one frame.
I did notice that her eyes were red, but that's all I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did it. We beat another Street Fighter. We've defeated another
Thank
world championship,
goodness.
or whatever it's called.
I don't know. I'm not good at fighting games.
Me neither. But I'm
I
good
just
at...
like laughing at their bad cartoons.
I'm good at watching this and laughing.
Real good at watching TV.
Real good at laughing at M. Bison floating around and throwing crates at people like Donkey Kong.
Zangief trying to undress Guile.
That was uncomfortable. He looked so happy, though. Guile didn't.
No, I don't think Guile was on board with a lot of what was happening this episode.
I don't think that Guile's rights were respected in this episode, if I'm being honest.
No, I don't believe they were.
I think there are a lot of things he didn't consent to that happened in this episode in general. And yet that's still not as problematic as DJ's accent. Are we done?
We're done.
Do you have anything else to say?
Unless there's a legacy for this incredible episode.
Don't be ridiculous. Nothing happened.
That's not true. What if the legacy is that Escher's a werewolf?
He's not. What about El Fadil?
What about El Fadil? I don't even know what's up with El Fadil.
I'm looking him up. El Fuerte? El Fideo? Is that what they were saying? They were saying Fadil.
I honestly have no idea what they were saying. It was hard to understand.
Oh, well, apparently it means the noodle in Spanish. I swear they were saying Fadil. Play it now. Everybody else can judge.
El Fadil. El Fadil.
El Fideo.
Are they saying Fadil or Fideo? I thought it was Fadil.
Is it the man's name or a noodle?
Yeah, he's never mentioned again after this episode.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
That's the end of his whole deal.
That is the most insufferable thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, it really came to nothing.
They spent so much time trying to set up this B plot, and it was a wet fart.
Yeah, the next episode should have dealt with... Like, what information was she trying to get from him?
We'll never know. I guess it's not important.
I guess so. It came to nothing.
Whatever she's got going on in her private time, no one cares.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Thank you to our weird freaks, Mark Kelly and Jamie Core, and our mesmeron, Eugene Lattig.
Thank you.
If you'd like to join them in being a weird freak that supports our show, you can head to patreon.com/superbreakfastfriendsclub and get access to bonus episodes about short things like, what did we do?
Alan Wake.
Oh yeah, the Bright Falls Alan Wake show and Angry Birds Tunes. We did that too.
We did. You don't have to remind me.
Well, I did.
I'd rather forget.
I'm Skull Pirate Mike, and you can find me around the internet doing various things.
Are you going to tell them where?
On twitch.tv/SkullPirateMike and Blue Sky. And you can like and subscribe this show
Yeah.
on your favorite podcast machine.
You should do that. And proudly announce to the world that you are not quite correct in the head.
Tell your friends, tell your coworkers, tell your parole officer.
Tell anyone who'll listen and even those who won't.
Especially those who won't.
Whisper it softly into their ears as they fall asleep.
Go to jail for telling people who don't want to know it.
And then tell everyone inside.
Especially if they don't have internet access. Then you have to read the transcripts out to them.
Then you just have to reenact the episodes. And I can't think of anything more insufferable than that.
I've lived it.
Yeah, but this is like even worse. We're doing a bad retelling of a TV show. Somebody's gonna do a bad retelling of our bad retelling. It's like playing telephone. But you're just descending further and further into nonsense.
Bye!
I think a lot of problems would be solved if I was allowed to suck on the doctor's fat and immaculate man tits. I always knew his were the biggest, most suckable.
I'm gonna take that out of context and post it as though it's your own words.
You don't get to do that.